Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto Channel. Taking a look this morning at Algorand, one of the OG altcoins. Been around since about 2019. We're going to take a look and see where we think this thing is going in the upcoming alt season. I know, thus far it has underperformed, as have about 99.9% of the altcoins. But stay tuned. I'm going to tell you why I think that relief is just around the corner. Now, here on the Coinbase chart for Algorand, we topped out last cycle about 282. Some charts, just over $3. So about a $3 all-time high for Algorand. You're probably wondering why I think relief is right around the corner. Well, let's first take a look at the federal balance sheet. I'm going to prove to you that all season is just around the corner. Here we are, the Federal Reserve balance sheet compared to total 3 market cap. Total 3 is in the green. Federal balance sheet, Federal Reserve balance, total asset sheet is in the blue. Now you see price going up. This is this current cycle. You see price going up in the altcoin market cap, but altcoins are underperforming. So why is that? Why is price going up for the total market cap, but price coming down for the most part on most altcoins? It's not because your altcoins are performing well or yours is doing poorly and the rest of the market's doing great. It's because there are so many more altcoins in the market that all the additional money coming into the space is being spread out over thousands and tens of thousands of more altcoins than it was previous cycle. So larger market cap spread over more coins means your price does worse. But relief is around the corner. Let's go back and take a look at the previous cycle. The blue line is what represents the total balance sheet of the Federal Reserve, also known as quantitative tightening versus quantitative easing. Now, when price or the blue line is coming down, that is quantitative tightening. Quantitative tightening, as you can see on this cycle, we have been in quantitative tightening the entire time. So risk-on assets have not performed nearly as well as they do during quantitative easing. Let's go back to the previous cycle. You can see right here we were in quantitative tightening. The price was low. That's the Fed keeping their balance sheet super tight back through 2017, 2016, 2018, super tight. They were in tightening mode. And then in 2020, about February of 2020, they started quantitative easing, where they began adding back to their balance sheet. And look what happened to the altcoin market cap exactly at the moment that they started easing. You see this massive rally up? Yeah. And then once again, of course, they began quantitative tightening. You see it start to come back down with the purple line, and price of the market cap started to come back down. So here we are, fast forward to today. You can see we're bottomed out, quantitative tightening to the max here. But good news, folks. Right here, quantitative easing to start on December 1st. Yes, the Fed has announced that they will begin quantitative easing, QE, on December 1st. Again, what did that look like last time they began QE? See the white line? Boom, price skyrocketed after that. So that is what we're anticipating here. Of course, we're going to be starting from a much higher price, but as soon as it starts, we're going to expect price to not just straight line up, maybe chop around, trend to the upside, and then off to the races. So we are expecting an alt season. We're expecting it to begin in December. Again, don't expect a straight line on December 1st, but it is coming, guys. Good news. Now let's check out your coin, Algorand, by request. Here it is on the weekly chart. I actually hold a little bit of Algorand, so I've gone through and marked out my targets. What I'm looking for. It is not my main holding, but it is one of my holdings. So I have it sectioned off into 3 different volume profiles. You've got the entire thing here, the entire life of Algorand. You can see marked out right here, value area high, value area low, point of control. Then you've got the bear market volume profile here, and then you've got the last cycle's bull run value area right here. Okay, so sectioned off into 3 different cycles. Sections. We're currently within the bear market profile still, also within the entire life cycle profile, but we need to get above this bear market profile. Now, let's look over to the far left at our volume. You can see most of the volume is, of course, concentrated right down here in this bear market range. Once we get above it, though, look at this. Once you get above this little spike here at about 41, 42 cents right here, you see this little spike? You start a massive, and I mean massive, volume gap. until you run up to about 85 cents or so. Then you find some resistance right in here, and you can see that on the bigger chart, the bull run chart here. That resistance coincides perfectly right there. So if we can get above 41 cents, which we should do easily, we're going to run up no problem to about 86 cents. And just above that, you'll be in the next profile. So just above that 86 cents, you have the point of control of that range, of that bull market range right here. And along with a 2 weekly untapped level. So a 2 weekly untapped level, point of control, that is and 382. You get 382 fib right there. That is our target one, around $1, right around $1, between 95 cents and $1.02, right around that $1 mark. I would consider that a conservative target. Doable target, I definitely see us getting to $1. Now you could find some resistance there. Again, that is the point of control, so you'll probably find some rejection there. If there's enough steam left in there, you're going to come back and hit this next. You can see how it dips back in on the far left. Another volume gap here, bringing you right up to that 0.5 high volume node. You can see it sticks out here on the bull market profile. We got another high volume node here. I'll mark it out for you right here. And that's going to coincide exactly with the 0.5 fib and our target number 2. If you get through that, of course, you're coming up to the 618. You got another 2 weekly level here that's untapped. You've got the bull market value area high right here. The golden pocket 618, 65 golden pocket right here. That's a good target number 3. That's going to put you somewhere around $1.60, somewhere in that area. And of course, if you extend beyond that, you could go to 782 or even new all-time highs of $3 plus. But I wouldn't count on that. This cycle has not been the same, so I believe we're running out of time here. So I would count on, I know it's a big range, but $1.60, somewhere between $1 and $1.60. And I'm going to take profit at each step along the way. I'm going to look at each one to see what kind of strength it has leading into those. But we're looking at $1 to take profit one. If it's still looking strong, I may take about 25-30% out there, let it run to the 0.5, may take another 50% out there and let the rest ride and try to hit that $1.60 mark. However, if we're getting up to $1 and it's looking weak and it's getting extremely late in the cycle and other coins are looking toppy and some of the bear divs and things like that are setting in, then I may go ahead and close out completely. And of course, I'll keep you updated on the channel. Be sure you go over and subscribe to my channel right here. It takes 2 seconds. Subscribe to never miss an update. We give live Bitcoin trades. We give altcoin updates. We take requests. I posted a video last week called When Alt Season. It explains the federal balance sheet more in depth. Here it is right here. You can check that out. But be sure to subscribe to my channel. That's the only thing we ask for support. You can also visit the VIP Discord or the free Discord from the channel description there. So, Algorand in a nutshell, we're expecting a breakout soon. We also have this W-shaped pattern here you can see. If we take that from top to bottom, if we were able to break this W pattern here, oops, let me grab and drag and see what the measured move from that would be. Right there. You see it, here's the W right here. If we can break it, look, the measured move measures up right there with that 382 target. With the point of control, target number 1, about $1. So $1 is what I'm looking for Algorand. Anything above that would be a bonus, and that's not a bad return. Sure, that's only about a 6x from current price, but from bottom to top, Algorand bottomed out at 8 cents. So from bottom to top, you're looking at a 1,200% return on Algorand for this cycle. So that's actually a pretty good run up. We will take it. So my prediction for this cycle for Algorand is $1 conservatively. Target 1, take your profits there and wait and see what we think as far as further prices. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I will check out your coin next.